Hey guys, it's Angie Bells, my fairy treasures. Okay, I'm coming around. Okay. Hi guys. All right, welcome to, I think I'm going to call this is my first time doing this, so I think I'm going to call this Saturday Fiber and Knits. It might be Saturday morning Fiber and Knits. I think that sounds good. Don't you like how I'm making things up on the fly? I'm writing it down. Saturday morning Fiber and Knits. Okay, and I've been a part of the crafting community and the mixed media community for like over the last 4 or 5 years. So, but recently I have discovered some podcasters who are into knitting and fibers. And I've always been into this whole laces and doilies and stuff and doing things with that and making dolls. And so I've been into the fiber and the fiber part of it. I just haven't done a lot of knitting. I did some crocheting last year. But what inspired me was first I watched The Grocery Girls, which everybody's watched The Grocery Girls. And if you haven't watched The Grocery Girls, anybody I mention I will put below. I'm just going to have a list of people below here, so check them out, you guys. Grocery Girls, oh my god, they are two sisters, and they're just awesome. Their energy and their chemistry is just like perfect, you know? When you see them, they're just opposite enough to be perfect and just similar enough to, it's just their chemistry is out of this world. Their stories are hilarious. They talk about their knitting. They talk about their adventures with their knitting. They talk about their finished projects. I mean, but it's all done so well, and they are so fun. They're so entertaining, and you guys, so highly educated about knitting. Like, if you want to know about yarn, fibers, patterns, designers, whatever, they discuss everything. It is like, they are like a little mini university for knitters. I learned a lot of stuff, like my whole introduction to knitting was from them. I watched, okay, I was obsessed with them, and I watched all their shows. I started at the first one, the last one, like the most recent, and went right down. And they probably thought I was crazy. Anyway, hey, Grocery Girls. So I thought, you know, so then I started, you know, trying some knitting, and I was hooked. And I started watching more videos, and I'm like, okay, I want to dye yarn. I want to knit everything. You know, I've been going crazy. So that is what's got me to this point. And the other thing is, I'm also a, I told you I was in the crafting, I'm in the crafting community on YouTube and like the mixed media community, which are both kind of one and the same. And I'm an artist, and also, besides a crafter, and I watercolor. I draw and I watercolor. Specifically, I love drawing girls, and then I love to draw them and then watercolor them. And so I incorporated, I drew a girl, and I'll show you guys that in a minute, with yarn on her head as like a headpiece. And I took that, printed that onto fabric, and put those onto altered lace bags, is what we call them in the crafters world. But when I did that, I thought these would be altered bags, these altered bags we do, these would be great to use as project bags for knitting, because you guys are always all talking about these project bags. So, you know, let me start out with that first, okay? I'm going to show you my project bags. So maybe we'll start out with, what is it called, you guys? You guys all have all these words. FOs, finished objects. Okay, let's start with finished objects. I think that's the best way for me to get into this. And hopefully I gave a good enough introduction. So, all right, let's get into it. Before I show you the project bags, I want to show you the painting that I did, that I then printed it with on my computer onto fabric. And there's a whole technique with that. If people want to know how to do that, leave a link below, and I'll either leave a video, below, if I remember, below this one that shows you how to do that, how to print from, if you draw something onto fabric. Anyway, this is what I drew. This is my knitted woman. So she's wearing this whole headpiece made of yarn on top of her head. So it's kind of like a little knitted hat that's real, that hangs loose on her, and that's a real loose fitting, and then all the balls of yarn, and then all the knitting needles coming out from her head. I think it turned out pretty cool. So I printed this out onto fabric, and then I made, wait for it, I'll show you the smaller one. I have two sizes of project bags. So I went, this is what I did. Okay, let me explain this. I sew, but like I've never sewed like a bag before. And there's like a lot of talented people, like Jody from the Grocery Girl. She sews her own bags, and they're gorgeous. You guys check her bags out. Miss Brown's bags. I'll try to leave a link below on that too. But anyway, I went to Dollar Tree. I saw these canvas bags, so I picked up a bunch of them because I thought, oh my god, these would be great to make altered bags. So I don't make the bag itself, but how I do it is what I do with them is I took, this is the print I made. So I took this, printed it onto the fabric and put it here. I do wish this came out a little bit deeper, you guys. So I'm going to have to readjust my settings on my printer. But anyway, I still love it. It's just for me. So, and then what I do is I take, different laces and doilies. Some stuff is vintage. Some stuff is wedding appliques. And we've been doing these type of bags in the crafty community for a while. You know, let me just check my camera. I want to see if I set this down, if you guys can see it. Just a second. Yeah, I gotta hold it up. Sorry about that. We've been doing these type of altar bags in the crafty community for a long time, and I thought, oh, these would be great for these project bags for knitting. So here we go. And like I said, like these right here are like these are wedding appliques you get off wedding dresses. So we always go and buy like all these wedding dresses at thrift stores, and we buy all these wedding dresses at thrift stores and cut them up. I know it's a shame, but we get them dirt cheap, and at least we're doing something with them. If not, they're getting up in a landfill somewhere because the thrift store's not selling them, and they're not selling them, Okay, and then this was a bit of a blouse right here that I cut up. This trim I got at Hobby Lobby. And the rest of these I think were wedding appliques. And then I dyed them, and okay, I know there's different ways of dyeing, which I'm going to get into, but some of this stuff is real cotton and some of it's acrylic. So I actually used acrylic paint, watered it down, and did it that way. So I don't know if they're color fast or not, but it doesn't matter because, well, no, they are color fast because they're acrylic paint. Actually, when this gets wet, because I did test this, when they get, after they dry, once they get wet again, because they're acrylic paint, they dry. So they are color fast. So I shouldn't say that. So anyway, that's my project bag. I think that turned out really, really cute. And then, you guys, inside, I also have a project I'm working on, but I won't show that yet because it's not the time. Okay, you guys. Oh, I'm so mad my camera just turned off. Okay, I'm coming back around. Okay, I looked at my camera and found out where it turned off at. Whew, don't you hate when things like that happen? You're just talking to nobody. You're just talking, and your camera is off. Anyway, where I left off was, we had just talked about the project bag I had made, and I was going to show you what's inside the project bag. Okay. And I have inside my project bag what I'm working on, which is called what? Works in progress? Whips. Whips is in here. So, but we won't show that because it's not time yet. But I wanted to show you guys my notions bag. Okay, let me show it to you. Alright, I think this turned out really pretty. I made this out of a, what did I make this out of? Out of a, placemat. Placemats I get at Dollar Tree, you guys. Yes, I am loving Dollar Tree. And it's simple. You just take the placemat, like let's suppose this is the placemat, okay? So you just take it like this. You fold it here, just like a little envelope, like that. Bam. And then fold it down. That's it. Hot glue the sides. You're done. Then, what I do is I just get some Velcro pieces and just Velcro. And just put some Velcro right here. So I can just Velcro it together. If you're so inclined, if you can do snaps or whatever, do snaps. But I just do Velcro. Okay, so what I did was all the pieces I had left over from my project bag, I used on this. I did a project bag and I did a larger project bag. And whatever I had left over is and I love, when you have little pieces left over, you can make the best stuff, you guys. So that's what I decorated this with. So, wedding appliques here, and then opening it up. more little bits and pieces of wedding appliques and just little bits and pieces, just all collaged together. And look how pretty that turned. I think that just turned out so pretty. And inside, you know, I have my stuff. Like, I'll show you. I don't have a ton of notions yet for knitting because I just began this whole thing, but believe me, I'm good at shopping. So I got these scissors last year when I learned how to crochet like little flowers. I was at a like at a yarn shop. Look how gorgeous those are. Those are everything, and those were expensive. I don't know, they were like 20 bucks. I thought that was expensive for those little scissors. And they're super sharp. Then I got some wooden needles, just a crochet hook, and some more needles, which I don't use right now because these are way too slippery. And I basically discovered that if you're a new knitter, you should be using the wooden ones. And even more than that, you should be using the really big ones for your projects and for learning. And so I got those too now. Now I have really big ones, but they're on my project that I'm working on. Okay, so this is my notions bag. I think it turned out so pretty, you guys. And I'll be making a ton of these project bags. So every time I make a project bag, you guys, I'll paint up a new girl, or I think I'm going to do a sheep on the next one. And I have this whole little saying and stuff. So it'll be one of my paintings in the middle, and then I'll decorate it with the laces and doilies and stuff. So, okay, next, let me just show you this one. This is a big project bag. Bam! Really big. This is a burlap bag that I get at the dollar store, that I got at the 99-cent store specifically. And I just decorated it. Okay, in the middle, again, is the lady, my lady that I drew and then watercolored her. And I use a little bit of colored pencil too. And then again, I took the appliques and doilies and laces and I call it collaging. Collaged everything together. I think it's gorgeous. I love this beaded trim I put on the handles. That is like a pearl mesh that you get at Hobby Lobby. And then I got this trim right here at Hobby Lobby, which I love. I got this trim right here from eBay. And then the rest of it is, like I said, is stuff that I cut off wedding dresses, as far as all these wedding appliques. And some stuff I cut off dresses. I think I mentioned before in the last one, I can't remember where I got cut off at, but I go to the Goodwill outlet. And when I go there, I pick up stuff from my eBay store because I resell women's clothing on eBay. Sorry if I already repeated this, but I can't remember where I got cut off. And I have a retail store, a retail clothing store where I resell pre-owned clothing on eBay. So I go to the Goodwill outlets. Well, when I go there, I look for wedding dresses. I can pick up wedding dresses for like $2, you guys. Yes, people. If not, go to thrift stores. You can pick them up for 20 bucks. You have so many wedding appliques if you want to do something like this. Okay, and here's the back. I think this turned out gorgeous. And this is a big project bag. So if you have like, and then this is off of a skirt. So I like to pick up skirts when I see like little ruffles like this, so they can be on the bottom of my bags or any projects I do. This can handle a big old project, like if you're doing a sweater or whatever, or you're working on a blanket. This would be a great project bag. Or you can take a couple of smaller project bags and put it in here. What I'm doing is next week I'm going to Vogue Knitting Live. Yes, yes. I went on the computer about 2 weeks ago when I learned about all this because people were going to Rhinebeck. And I know Rhinebeck is in, where is it? Is it in New York? I think. If I'm incorrect, tell me. Anyway, but I'm like, there has to be other knitting shows. And so then I looked it up, and there's Vogue Knitting Live, and it's coming here. So 2 weeks ago, I looked this up, and I saw it, and I'm like, okay, I have to get these tickets right now. I'm not taking classes because I am a beginner knitter. So at this point, I'm doing all the beginning projects. So it would be fruitless for me to do it right now. I don't know enough to be taking a lot of classes. I need to work on what I have right now. What I have is enough. So, but I will take them next year. But I can shop. And I'll be putting all that yarn and notions and patterns, oh my, in this bag. Is this going to be fabulous walking around Vogue Knit It Live with this bag? Everything. Okay. So, let's continue, people. Let's continue. Okay. So, the next thing I want to show you is, I guess I'm still on FOs. Finish projects? Finish objects. Okay. So, I want to talk to you guys about this. I was watching tons of these yarn videos, which I love. Tons of these yarn podcasts. And there was one girl, her name is, I don't know her name, but her channel is KRISTYGLASSKNITS Knits Tutorials. And she was dyeing yarn. And before I tell you how I dyed the yarn, which if you're familiar with her, you know how I got dyed. I'm going to show you the results, and then I'll talk about how I did it, how I learned it from her, okay? But I want to show you the results. Okay, I'm probably more obsessed with dyeing yarn than I am knitting. Like, because I'm an artist and I watercolor, and I watercolor and dyeing yarn are like one and the same to me. Like you're mixing colors, your color combinations, it's all really super important. So anyway, let me just show you. Check this out. Isn't this gorgeous? Love. I'm going across kind of slow because I checked it out beforehand. This is longer. This yarn is longer. These skeins of yarn are longer than this camera is. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, I should say this is 100% worsted wool. And I have to say, I am liking worsted right now. For one, it's going to be easier for me being a beginner knitter, not using light fingering. But number two, I like the way, I've seen some Lisa Much patterns, of course, Stephen West. There's stuff, and I've seen some stuff done out of the MK and some stuff done out of worsted weight. And I like the way it lays. I like it lays a little bit more form, and I'm really liking that. So anyway, and not that I won't get into lighter weights, because I will, because there's things that I want to make, so that are already on my list. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I got these from Craftsy, which is CRAFTSY, and these were normally $10 a skein, but she had them on clearance for $5 a skein, so I bought 10 of these bad boys. I wish I would have bought more, you guys, because I'm almost done dyeing all of it. I need more. Okay. Here's the next colorway. And these are all so my colors. Oh, love it. So pretty. Okay, you guys, I love this right now. I'm going to call this Rusty Copper. I love this colorway. All right, here we go. There's the rust, and it goes into all these different shades of greens and turquoises. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I'm going to do another one of these, probably 3 of them, so I have enough to really make something cool. A really cool shawl would be really neat. I mean, I'd love like a sweater or a cardigan out of this, but I mean, I'm far from making a cardigan. Closer to making like a shawl. So I'll probably get enough so I can make a shawl out of that. So pretty. Okay, here's another one. Alrighty. And Stephen West, his cardigans are everything. And those are the kind of cardigans I'm interested in making. I have some patterns I want to show you guys. Some pictures of the patterns I want to do. And his cardigans. Excuse me. I gotta get some tea. His cardigans are so modern. So cool. Love his stuff. Like everybody. Everyone loves him. That is a major goal of mine, is to make a lot of Stephen West and Lisa Much. Because I love their stuff. It's very modern. It's very cool. It's hip. Love it. I'd love to wear some of his cardigans and stuff like that. Or hers. And shawls with a ripped pair of jeans. Awesome. Love that. Okay. Love this colorway too. Look how pretty and pastel-y it is. So springy and so summery. I love that. And I think wearing colors like this in the winter can be so refreshing too, because you see so much of like the rusty color I showed you, which is cool. But in the wintertime, to see color and pastels, I think can be really pretty too. Look how pretty that is. Oh, okay. Now, this is the most different piece. This is my last one I did, and this is the most different piece that I did. Let me explain why. Today's my birthday, March 18th. Yay! I'm 38. But anyway, at least I'm alive still. Um, anyway, and today my husband for my birthday is taking me to see Beauty and the Beast. I'm so flippin' excited. So I looked and I'm like, okay, what are the colors that they use in Beauty and the Beast? Because I love how they're called indie dyers. Yeah, I like how indie dyers are like using like they have themes like, you know, there's this Harry Potter theme that was going around. So I thought I should do a Beauty and the Beast theme. So I looked at the colors, and these colors represent Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so the reason I chose the gold is because when they're dancing together, she's wearing a gold dress. And it's more golden than it is just yellow. So I made it kind of like a goldeny mustard color. And then he's wearing that blue suit. And that represents his blue suit. And then the rose in Beauty and the Beast, doesn't the rose represent, I'll learn today because I forgot, but it represents like when he finds his true love, then the rose comes back alive. I'm not sure. You don't have to correct me. I'll find out today when I see the movie. But I know the rose is a major part of the movie. So that red represents the rose. So together, that's what that all looks like, that colorway. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I absolutely love it. And I would love a scarf out of this. I think I will definitely dye up a couple more of these, or however much I need, to make myself a Beauty and the Beast scarf. Exciting. Love it. And what I love about this is I think I'm going to keep doing themes because it gets me out of my rut. Because you guys saw what my rut is. I love pinks, purples, blues, teals. You guys know what I like already, so you saw the rest of it. And I'll keep dyeing with the same color. So giving me a theme gets me out of that same rut, or gets me out of my comfort zone. So I just think that is so, look at that colorway. Gorgeous. Something I would have never, ever put together in a million years. I'd have been like, no. But I love that. So I hope you guys like it. Okay, now I should talk about how I did this, or who KRISTYGLASSKNITS knits tutorials. If you guys haven't seen it, you probably have. But she dyes, and I was a snot about it because I had heard about this acid dyeing. So I heard about this acid dyeing. I thought, well, acid dyeing is the way to go. And so I was real snobby about this girl, and I had seen that she uses Kool-Aid to dye. She uses, let me say this first. She uses vinegar, and vinegar makes it stay color fast so that it stays in the fabric and doesn't come out. Okay, and it's so true, you guys. I was a snot about it too, and I was thinking, because she said she uses Kool-Aid, cake coloring, and food coloring. I'm like, how good can all that be? But I saw how toxic it was with the other stuff. Like, you have to wear a mask and stuff. Anyway, and so I thought, you know what? Let me just give this a try and see what she has to say. As soon as I saw her techniques with this Kool-Aid, the cake dyes, and the food coloring mixed with the vinegar to make it color fast, I was in like Flynn. You guys, when you do this, there's microwave techniques where you put the stuff in microwaves. She does it in pots. She does it with the vinegar. This wool sucks up all of the color. There's no color coming out. When I go to rinse it in the sink, nothing really comes out. All I'm rinsing out is the vinegar. And then using dishwashing detergent, no color's hardly coming out because the fabric has taken the color. So it is color fast. So what got in my head is, you know, these dyes, I'm not saying they're the same as acid dyes, but it's a good dye. This stuff came out gorgeous, and it doesn't like rinse out. Like you would think, oh, that's just going to rinse out in the wash machine. It's going to be horrible. No, it is in permanently, you guys. I mean, you can see the results, how beautiful it is. And when I go to rinse, no dye is coming out. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. So please check out KRISTYGLASSKNITS tutorials. Let me check my camera really quick. Okay, guys, just want to make sure my camera was still going. Okay, so you guys have to check her out. I will put a link to her below. Check out, she has a ton of different techniques. This is really one of my favorite techniques, and then there's another one that I'm going to be doing also. I love when it's full color, there's no white showing. I'm not real fond of like the whole speckle thing, and no shade to anybody, because I know a lot of people like the speckles. But I love this style here, and there's another style that's more gradient. So you might have like a dark purple, and the way you dye it, you keep dipping it in the pot like this, And it takes really strong here, and as you keep dipping it, it keeps taking less and less and less. So you end up with like 3 or 4 shades of the same purple color. It's pretty cool. So I want to do that here soon. That's another technique, but she has a ton of techniques. You guys have to check her out. Okay, let me look at my list so I know where I'm at. Okay, we just did yarn dyeing and FOs, finished objects. So I think that's all my finished objects. Yeah. Okay. Let's do, as the grocery girls say, shop talk. I love when they say it. They say it together. Shop talk. Oh my God, you guys have to watch the grocery girls. They are the bomb. Okay. Well, let's go over shop talk. Okay, this is my shopping. I think that's what they say when they say shop talk, because they also say sock talk. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure they say shop talk. Okay, so I want to share with you guys what I've been buying obsessively. Okay, let me show you. I have bought some gorgeous, gorgeous yarns, you guys. Whew, these yarns, beautiful. Okay, this one, these are all by LAMBSTRINGS yarns, and I got it on Etsy. It's an Etsy shop. And I'll put a link below, but it's called LAMBSTRINGS. And this is all worsted weight, I believe. Let me make sure. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. And I learned that from the grocery girls and a bunch of other girls. You guys love this 100% superwash merino wool. You can use 7 to 9 inch needles, which is perfect. 7, not inch, just 7 to 9 needles, which is perfect for me. So anyway, this is gorgeous, and they're all, I think, worsted weight. Yeah, look at the colorway on that. Is this gorgeous or what? Let me put this down here so you guys can see that. Gorgeous. Everything. I love. Oh, I love a deep purple, as you guys are seeing. Okay, let me show you another one. This is all shades of like green, but really rich, deep greens. Everything. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Everything. Okay. This is another one of that. Got 2 of those purples, so I'm just going to show it to you again. That's that purple that I just showed you. Oh, so gorgeous. So many different shades of purple, of deep plum, eggplant purples in there. Everything. Everything. Okay. This is really pretty. Very natural. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Like shades of different browns, and there might be some purple in there. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. And some plums. It's like browns and plums together. Really pretty. And really squishy and soft. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I have makeup on. Okay. I guess we're okay. If I do that, I need to do that like on my arm or something. Can you imagine if it would have been like some light color, like what, like pink or something? Oh my God. I would have had to like chop my head off. Okay, this color wave right here is everything, like the purple, and I wish I would have gotten 2 or 3 of these. Perturbed it myself. Did I get 2 or 3 of these? No, this is the last one. Love this. But you don't know how much you're going to love it till you get it. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that so beautiful? Love. This with a shawl or a cardigan even, with some jeans, specifically ripped jeans. Gorgeous. Love it. Oh, her stuff. And it was, oh, so expensive. I probably spent $100 on 1, 2, 3, 4 skeins of yarn. I don't know if you guys think that's expensive, but I sure do. I was like, oh, but it was for my birthday too, so. But like that's going to stop me from buying any other time. Then you guys, she's so nice. She gave me an extra gift. Wait, did I already open it? I thought I opened it already. Okay, just a second. Sorry for the plastic. She's so sweet. This is my first time ordering with her, and I guess if you're like your first time ordering, she gave me a little project bag, and it says LAMBSTRINGS on it. Isn't that cute, you guys? So what I think I'm going to do is I will alter this one next, but on this side I'll leave it plain, of course, with lamb strings, because I want that on there, and then I'll alter this side with all the laces and doilies and dye. Oh my! Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that'll be cool to do that. So anyway, I'm going to put that aside so I can make sure that's my next project bag. Okay, I bought more. Believe that. And she's so sweet. Here's her card, and then she gave me a, what are they called? The little project tracker things. Someone's going to correct me. That name's going to come to me in a second. So that's her card. The little projects. Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just getting used to all the lingo with the whole yarn community and knitting community, so you guys just bear with me while I learn. Okay, just a second, let me check my camera again, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm coming back around. So when I have to get up and check my camera, you guys, my camera, for some reason, I don't know why, I've checked a million times, I called the company, after 24 minutes, my camera just turns off. And there's no way to, like, set it for longer. And this isn't no cheap camera either. I mean, I got it 4 or 5 years ago, so, you know. But still. Let me talk about my tea. Everyone talks about their tea. I think it's so cool that we are all, a lot of crafters and artists are into it too, but so many, knitters are into, or people who love fiber are into teas. It's so cool. I'm into teas, and I'm also into infusions. I'm not going to talk about infusions today, herbal infusions, but I will one day here soon. But anyway, today I'm drinking, what am I drinking? English breakfast tea. This mug, you guys, there's a quick story. I was at a thrift store. Isn't this beautiful? I was at a thrift store in Pismo Beach, California. It's an absolutely gorgeous place. You guys, they have sheep everywhere. Next time I go, since I'm into this, I'm going to go to a sheep farm. I'm going to buy some wool. I'm doing the whole thing, guys. I'm going to be finding out when I go there, and I'll do a video on that whole thing. Anyway, I go to the thrift stores there, of course, whenever I go. I walk in. This mug is like $1.50, $2 or something. This mug is everything, you guys. The artist who made it signed it on the bottom. And I go to, when I'm there, I go to, because it's very artisan crafted. Everyone is like an artist there. So I've gone into a lot of shops where they make the handmade mugs, where they throw mugs. And these mugs are like 40, 50 bucks, $60. I think let's pick this up for $1.50, and I have another one too. And I don't know if I gave it away or what. I haven't been able to find it, so I don't know what the heck happened to it. But anyway, that's the deal with this. And you can see it's not even like perfect because it was done on the wheel or by hand. I flippin' love this, and I didn't have to pay 40, 50 bucks. I paid $1.50 or $2. Gorgeous. My favorite mug. Love it. If I ever drop it, I have to kill myself. Anyway, all right, onward with the shopping. Okay, because of the, I'm blaming this on the Grocery Girls. You watch their show, you guys, you will be shoppers. You will. You guys, because I'm in the crafting community and the mixed media community, art community. I've done so many haul videos on this channel because, I have a craft room, okay? I have actually 2 craft rooms. It's ridiculous. My kids are adult children now, so I took over the other room too. Anyway, this was the first purchase I purchased. I was on eBay one day and I said, oh, let me look at some yarn. This is before I ordered the other yarn. And I found this this stuff here. I got 2 of them. I should have shown it. I got 2 of them for like $7. And they're real. They're real pretty. It looks like a worsted weight. And it's wool. 100% wool. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah. 100% wool. And I just think it's really pretty. So, I'll show you guys. It's a really pretty color. It's my color range. I love it. Just really pretty. So, I bought 2 of them. Okay. What else do I have in here? Okay, I want to discuss these with you because, okay, I got these beautiful skeins of yarn when I didn't know what the heck I was even doing. Okay, you guys, this is, okay, I got lustrous, extra fine merino DK weight for both of these. And look how gorgeous they are. Shiny. They are so soft, so pretty, you guys. And I remember when this was in Pismo Beach, California again. I was learning to crochet these little flowers last year for my projects and for my craft projects. And I got them, and then I never was able to use them because it was just too, DK was too small for me to use at the time, which it still kind of is, because I wasn't used to it yet. But I thought it was so beautiful. I knew what the hell I was buying. And then now that I know about what worsted is, what DK is, what sport weight is, now that I know all these weights, I bought the most beautiful yarn ever and did nothing with it. But I will now, people. I will now. So I bought that one and this one. They are gorgeous and so soft and silky. Gorgeous. Oh, they were $8 a skein. But I wanted to buy something really pretty and fine, you know, at the yarn shop. And I love the yarn shop. And now that I know what's going on, oh, I'll be back to that yarn shop. That is actually in San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo, which is right next to Pismo Beach. These are all little cities in the same area of California. Central California. We vacation there a lot. My husband's from there, so we vacation there probably 3 or 4 times a year. We love it there. It's where we want to end up moving to. So hopefully that's our goal. So I'm sure we'll move back. Okay, I wanted to share this with you really quickly. All that yarn that I dyed, I told you was 100% worsted wool. And I bought that from Crafts. Did I buy that from Craftsy? Where did I buy that from? Yeah, I bought that from Craftsy. I don't know why I can't get that name straight. It's Craft with SY on the end. But anyway, this is what the skeins look like that I bought. They were just some beige skeins. Doesn't say, oh, they're natural. So I just thought this would be the best way for me to go, especially starting out. And worsted is what I'm going to be working with because I'm a beginner knitter. So this will be great for me. And like I said, I like with shawls how the worsted weight lays has a little more form to it. I'm liking it. So anyway, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I already dyed 6 of these. I'm almost done. So I'm going to get back on there and hopefully she still has that clearance going because I am going to buy a ton more. So I might buy some different ones. I probably need to buy some sock weight for sock yarn so I can do socks. Am I talking right? You guys saying sock weight for socks? Because my husband wants me to make socks for him and all that. So once I get to that point, I'll have, you know, those different weights. So, and MK is another one I think I'm really going to like. So I'll buy MK and worsted for right now. And like I said, some sock weights for socks. So, there's still a few more things. I know, I just started knitting 2 weeks ago. And look all the stuff I bought already. And I'm going to Vogue Knitting next weekend. People. Oh my God. Wait till you guys see my next video. I'm going to go shop crazy at this place. I hope I find a good deal on like natural colors so I can be dyeing stuff. Oh my gosh. But as you can see, I'm dyeing yarn, but I'm still buying yarn because I'm insane. I'm like the rest of you guys. Oh, you guys, I'm new at the knitting world, but I'm not new at these haul videos. We call them haul videos in the crafty community, okay? I've done so many haul videos. My craft room is packed full of crap. It's unbelievable. Anyway, now I want to tell you guys something. Now you guys are going to be like, okay, you spot all those, you're using really good stuff. Why are you going to crap? Okay, because I am a new knitter. Before I show you this, let me show you this. No, I'll just do it like this all together. Because I'm a new knitter, I've been suggested that I need to be using these type of needles. And these are like, I don't know, big. See these big, real big ones? I was told to use these. And at first I wasn't even using these. I was only using 9s. I think these are like 12s or something. Anyway, I need to be using these really big ones. Let me see if it's on here. What size is this? 15? Yeah, I think this is a 15. Yeah. Anyway, I wish I would have started with these 15s. I started with 9s, and then I went up to 15s. It should go the other way, but anyway. Because now I've gotten down the basic knit stitch, which I guess if you keep repeating the basic knit stitch, that's the garter stitch. Okay, if I'm not right, correct me, but now I can do the garter stitch, I believe, because now I'm making a scarf. So when you keep doing the basic knit stitch, that turns into the garter stitch. That's what I think I read, and that's what I'm going to call it. So I've learned the basic stitch, and now the garter stitch. I learned to purl. I've learned, obviously, long tail cast on, because I'm already now making a scarf, and purling, and binding off. Okay. So at this point, I need to use, it also suggests I use a really nice chunky yarn. Okay. So I looked at projects that I should be starting out with and what kind of chunky yarn I should be getting. And I came across a whole video on YouTube with wool ease, thick and quick. So it's 80-20. So it's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. And I love the project that they made out of it. I loved the project before I even knew what it was. It was this scarf, but the scarf is about that wide. I'm going to show it to you guys. About that wide. And it goes around and around and around. And the way it just ends up is so cool with this bulky, thick. I thought it was really pretty. And so I went there to, and so I saw the project. I saw how to do it. All it is the basic knit stitch all the way through. So I can really practice that. So that'd be great. So I went to go get this wool ease thick and quick from Joann's. And the thing I liked about it, because I was looking at other thick yarns for beginners, what I liked about it, it's a good beginner yarn because it's not made like crap. It's not going to split. It's not going to unravel. It's nicely woven tight. Let me see if I can show you guys here. I can show you. It has a nice, it's woven nice and tight. Okay, and I already have a scarf that I'm started with this. So I figured this is the good yarn for me to work with. And why work with yarn that's, you know, $10 or $15 a skein when I can get this for $6 and it's workable. It's not cheap crap that I can't work with. I'm not saying it's the best or whatever, but it's good. I think this is also good for is, you know, yarn that's $10 or $15 or $20 a skein. And you want to make Christmas presents, let's be for real, guys. You can't just keep buying that for everybody because people aren't even going to appreciate that. They're going to take your damn scarf or your shawl and throw it right in their drawer. So, you know, you got to be careful who you're going to spend $10 or $20 a skein of yarn on. And if it's somebody that you know that you're not really sure of, or that, you know, they like your knitting, but they don't appreciate it like a real knitter would appreciate it, this is great stuff, you guys. In my opinion, I'm jamming with knitting up this scarf with it, especially for gifts of people who aren't like going to be as appreciative as other knitters. Anyway, I'll get off that rant, but that's just how I started seeing it. And I've heard other knitters talk about that too and say the same thing. So I know I'm not too off on that. So anyway, I bought 2 of these. Okay, this is what the brown looks like. And look at that colorway. Isn't that gorgeous? Love. And this, I bought this deep, deep eggplant. You guys know I love these kind of colors. Okay. And then there's the brand right there. And at least there's like 20% wool in there. Like, this is not completely, you know, synthetic. And it's really soft. And I bought 2 of these. So what I decided to do with this scarf I'm going to make is you need 2 of these right here to make a scarf. So I'm going to knit up one side. You knit up, and that's one half of the scarf, and you have to connect on this to do the other half. So I thought when it meets up in the middle and it goes out, it'll be these 2 different colors. I think that's going to look gorgeous. So when I take it and I wrap it around my neck, I'll be wrapped around these 2 different colors. And then I want to put some fringes on the bottom of this scarf too. So, I mean, it's only a beginner project, but you might as well have fun with it and make something as cool as you can for a beginner project. So, that's what I'm going to do. So I hope that helps like some beginners who are like trying to find a way to get started and some things. So let me show you the project. I'll show you a whip, a work in progress. So this is my work in progress. Well, let me show you my first work. Well, this is actually a finished. It's not really a finished project. It's just practice. But you know, it's important, and this is nowhere near perfect because I just learned. And this is when I did this with a size 9 needle. Okay, with some with the same type of wool. It wasn't this brand, but it was kind of similar. So this was my first little thing. Like, I don't know what it was. Just a little practice, little square, which is great. You should just do little practice squares like this just to get going, just to understand how to do the basic basic knit stitch. So now what I'm doing, this is the scarf, and it's basic, you guys. This is nothing more major deal. I mean, especially for a lot of you guys who are like way more advanced than me. But anyway, this is the beginning of my scarf. So I'll keep going, okay? And I have that much left to go. And when I get to the end of this, then I will wind on that darker plum color, which I think is going to look gorgeous. And then on the ends, like I said, I'd love to put some fringing on the bottom. I'm not really sure how to do that, so I'm going to look it up and see if I can't find to put some really cool fringing on the bottom of that, which I think could be really pretty. And this ball was like twice this size, so I'm almost done. I just started doing this last night, and then I did some this morning. I could probably finish at least half this scarf today, so I'm going to try. And, oh, and how I wound this up, this is those old-fashioned, I don't know if you can really see it, those old-fashioned bobbins. Next time I'll bring them out. And I wound my yarn up on this old-fashioned bobbin. Okay, that's what I want to say something about. I was going to do, because I wanted to take my thumb and wrap it around and make my own ball or whatever, and I started to do that. And these, and how they wrap this yarn from the like at Joann's or any of these craft stores is like crap. You'll run into serious knots. What the hell is with that? I was so perturbed. I took that stuff right off my damn thumb, and I went in my room and I got these old-fashioned bobbins. I was at a garage sale and I got a bunch of laces and doilies and a bunch of these bobbins and a bunch of other stuff for like 150 bucks. Awesome. So anyway, these old-fashioned bobbins, and I got a bunch of them. I thought, let me try winding it. I love this. It winds up quick and easy. I put some tape on the end just to make sure nothing comes from the bottom. But this is cool. So anyway, so that's the project that I'm working on. So nothing fancy, but I want to show you guys some patterns of stuff. These are what I want to get to. Okay, but before I say that, after I'm done doing this project, this scarf, then I'm going to do another scarf where I'm going to do the garter stitch and purl. Garter, pearl, garter, pearl, garter, pearl. So then, after I do these two projects, I think I'll be really, my skills will be honed in enough that I'll be able to really get started on some projects. All right, you guys, let's continue on. I'm coming back around. Let's continue on with patterns. Whew, this camera, guys, this camera is testing me. It is testing me. Okay, I've tried to go over these patterns like 3 times, and my camera keeps turning off. I think I had just too much videos stored on my camera, so I just went ahead now and deleted a bunch. So hopefully it's not going to turn off again. Oh, 1 second. Alexa, start timer for 24 minutes.
Second timer, 24 minutes. Starting now.
Okay. I do that so at least I have a little reminder that my camera's going to turn off before I just keep babbling on. But it's been turning off because I had too much stuff on there and there wasn't enough room. Anyway, okay, you guys, I am loving the Lisa Much patterns and, of course, Stephen West. So let's go over some Stephen West first. These patterns are everything. And like I said, I know these patterns are like way too advanced for me right now, but they are my goals. They are what I aspire to. And I was talking to the grocery girls, I was talking to Tracy, and she was like, yeah. She goes, I know you're going crazy, buying patterns, buying yarn, but you know what? You're preparing yourself for your future knitting. And she's right. That's what I'm doing. So if Tracy said I can do it, I can do it. Thanks, Tracy. Anyway, you know you love those grocery girls. Oh. Okay. This is a Stephen West shawl. Love the colorway. This isn't even my normal colors. I am loving this orange and yellow. So I want to do that shawl, and I definitely will do it in those colors, because those colors are everything. Okay, look at this one, you guys. I will probably be making these type of shawls before I make a sweater, because I love stuff like this. Oh. I mean, to me, nothing's better than like a turtleneck, some ripped jeans, and like throw one of these over you and walk out of the house. Awesome. And this one. Oh, I know this. I read the directions on this. This is a lot, but it is so cool, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. And this is way advanced, but I will get to this because this is fingering weight, which is way advanced to work with anyway. And look at all the different, there's a lot to this pattern. But that pattern is everything. I'm sure you guys have seen all these before, but what I'm showing you guys these is just like my style and the things I aspire to. So, okay, this one is by Lisa Much, and this is the Asunder. So I'll show you a few pictures of what the Asunder looks like. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? I I am loving it. Oh, and then this is how it looks this way. So flippin' beautiful. And I totally want to make this out of my own yarn when I dye my own colors. Awesome. Okay. Let me show you one. Oh, no, I got a couple more Lisa Much. Or do I have one more? One more Lisa Much. Okay. Oh, I love this. As you can tell, you guys, I like these big wraps where I can just cocoon myself in it like a blanket, but I can wear it out. Look at this. It's in a triangle shape. Look how gorgeous that is. I wonder how hard this one is. I'm going to look at it and see. Because it is, I love it. I want to make that really soon. That is so beautiful. And then this is what it looks like when she just wears it like that. I so wish I had the skills to knit this so that I could have worn this to the Vogue knitting show in some beautiful colors. Next year, people, next year. Well, now, too, it's not cold enough here yet to wear that. Now, here in Vegas, it's like 75, 80, 85 degrees now. So, the heat kind of hit a little early for us, but it's still cold in the morning, like 50. So I could still wear that in the morning if I was able to do it, but that's not where I'm at right now. So, the last thing I want to talk about is, podcast faves, okay? That's what I want to try to call them, podcast faves. People that I have looked in the industry, or who I've watched their videos, and I absolutely love their podcasts or their videos. Of course, you guys all know about the Grocery Girls, and everyone loves the Grocery Girls. I already talked about in the beginning. You guys go check those girls out. They are amazing. They are their own little knitting university. They will teach you about everything there is about knitting, introduce you to everything there is about knitting. Love them. Okay, so it's Tracy and Jody. So make sure you go check them out. I talked about them at the beginning of the video. Namaste Farms. I absolutely love her. She is so cool, you guys. She is a shepherd, and that's what she calls herself. She owns a farm. She has like over 100 sheep. I think it's like 200 or something. She takes care of them by herself. She even shaves the wool off. Like, she has videos and everything showing that she does all this stuff. It's amazing. She shows you how to wash it. She shows you how to dye it. And she doesn't like take it and comb it and turn it into roving. She does do that, but mainly she leaves it very natural and leaves it like with the little curly cues on it and stuff. And then she makes a thing called art yarn out of it, and she spins these thick pieces that have like little curly cues all over them, and makes a really thick and thin, cool looking yarn art out of it that she makes beautiful shawls out of, and all this cool stuff. So you guys, she's a wealth of knowledge, like an obscene wealth of knowledge. I think she says she's a scientist. You guys go check her out. Her stuff is cool. It's artsy. It's cool. It's different. She has her own spin on the whole industry. She's super educated. She knows all about these sheep. So anyway, go check her out. It's Namaste Farms. The other one I like, the other one I'm loving is Yarn Shop Girls. Oh my God. Yarn Shop Girls are everything. They are freaking hilarious. They're like the Grocery Girls in the fact of, I mean, they both have their own style, but they're the same as far as like chemistry. It's three ladies. They're all completely different. But together, they are magic. They are, I can't get enough of their show, because just all three of them together are just awesome. It's just, you just want that to be, I told them, I said, why can you guys not be in my local yarn shop? I would be there like every week. I would go in there 2 or 3 times a week just to knit with them, and of course, give them business and shop with them, because it'd be like going home to family. That's how this show is. And the talent is off the chain. These ladies can knit like nobody's business. One of them been knitting since she was 7. Crazy. So, their knitting is off the chain. I've gotten so many patterns, which I'll show you guys next week, that they've talked about, that I've already favored in my Ravelry. I have so much stuff, I had to kind of pick and choose, but I'll put that on for next week on patterns. So go check out the Yarn Shop Girls. And they live in New York? Yeah, somewhere in New York, back east. They're awesome. Love them. Okay, another one is KRISTYGLASSKNITS. I am loving this girl. She just went to, did she go to Rhinebeck? No, it was Vogue Live, which I'm going to, in New York, I believe. and she does all these videos, and I'm sure you guys have seen her, and she's so cool. Like she goes to these things and she videotapes it, and she videotapes it. She asks people questions, and she just she's like the knitting reporter. That's what she's like. She's a knitting reporter. I think that's what people are calling her. And then she does this thing called Manch, and it's men who knit. And she has all these stories, and these men come on and tell their stories of how they began knitting and what they're doing with their knitting, and it's really cool, you guys. And then she just interviews all these other really cool people that knit and who are really leaders in the industry, or just really influential, or really interesting, or neat people. So anyway, go on there, check out Kristy Glass. Loving her. Let me see. Oh, the scarf I'm making, I went to the Woodland Gang. I'll put that below, and that's the scarf. They tell you how to make it and everything, step-by-step directions, and you can go there if you want a beginner scarf like the one I'm working on. Okay, I have other people that I am like fanning over, but I can't keep going on and on because this video is long enough, so I will save those people for next week. Let me go on my list and see if podcast faves, I've covered everything. Okay, the last thing I just want to say is next weekend I'm going to the Vogue Knitting Show here in Las Vegas. It is at the Red Rock Hotel. You guys, it is like 10 minutes from my house. Get on the freeway and I'm there. Is that everything? And the Red Rock Hotel is gorgeous. It's in Summerlin here in Las Vegas. It's absolutely beautiful area. Gorgeous. It's down the street from my house. It's 10 minutes. You guys, I'm 10 minutes from Vogue Knitting Live next weekend. I am so excited. So I'm going to go there. Hopefully I can meet some people, because I'm going to go by myself, because like I don't know any other knitters at this point right now. So I'm talkative. I think I'll probably meet some people, and I'm going to shop my little heart out, and I will have the best video next week. It will be it will be a yarn haul like never before, because I am a shopper, you guys, as you guys have already seen. So you guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my show. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to do so. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. I am on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram and my Facebook below. And I hope you guys enjoyed my first show. And I'll try to come back. I will be back every Saturday, okay? That's why I'm calling it Saturday Morning Fiber and Knits, okay? Talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!